Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is LaShawn, your favorite HR confessions lady. Have you ever been ghosted by a recruiter? Or are you a recruiter doing the ghosting? Well, I'm here to tell you that it is a big deal to not only me, but to other candidates. Today we'll be talking about why ghosting candidates could harm you as a recruiter, and not only harm you, but also damage your reputation, but not only damaging your reputation, but the company's reputation. If you are a recruiter or a hiring manager, this video is for you. If you're a candidate, definitely stick around. I'll be touching on some of the ways that you can respond to recruiters whenever you hear some of these common recruiting phrases. Okay, let's talk about it. Last week, I posted a video about having a master's degree and being ghosted in today's job market. That video triggered a response. That response was, ghosting sucks, but it's important to remember that it's a numbers game. And recruiters are looking for the best candidate to bring forward to the hiring managers, just like you are looking for the best job you could get. Ghosting happens because they don't care. It's really that simple. They have a lot of options to choose from, so how you feel isn't relevant to them. It's not about how I feel. It's not about how anybody feels. It's about what's right. And ghosting isn't right in today's job market. We have a lot of jobs that's being posted. And for instance, if you go on LinkedIn now, you'll probably see a job that's been there for 30 days, right? Maybe 3 months. But why are there over 100 plus applicants and you still haven't found that right candidate yet, or that top talent yet? So yes, ghosting is an issue. When it comes to high volume numbers or reaching out to someone for a number, it doesn't make sense if you are recruiting just for one particular role. Like if that role is requiring a HR manager, okay, you probably got 50 people that applied to this position, and you probably need to talk to maybe 15 of those 50 people. Out of those 15, I'm pretty sure you found that top candidate. That candidate could move forward through those different rounds of interviews, get selected, and you take the job down. Versus having those jobs posted for months, thinking that this job is available when, because I know I've gotten it, when you apply to the position, just to hear back maybe a week later that the position had already been filled. Well, it was filled before I was able to apply to the job. So what happens when a candidate get ghosted, right? When it comes to the recruiter aspect, the recruiter might think that, okay, I'm just moving on to the next candidate, but no. When a candidate get ghosted, that candidate becomes frustrated, and they build, and pretty much they have lack of trust towards you. That trust leads to damaging that relationship between you and that potential candidate. That potential candidate could have been a top candidate for another organization, in which you've just damaged as a recruiter because you failed to reach out or give a timely response. Okay, so sidebar. I have a few notes on my computer for the purpose of this video. Let's continue. So, you guys, I was able to reach out to many professionals throughout the job market and get some of their feedback on some of the catchphrases that recruiters are using to grasp their attention. So, not only will I be giving you guys some of this tea, but I also will be giving you what do the recruiter mean by this catchphrase and how you should respond to these catchphrases. So, number one, we're looking for top talent to join our team. This is going to grab your attention. You're like, okay, what you guys looking for? Like, this is an attention grabber because you want to know, you're in the job market, you're searching, so you're when you see this email or this message or this text message, it's like, oh my goodness, like your blood is flowing, someone is paying attention to you, and let's see what they're talking about. So how you should respond to that is, thank you for reaching out. I love to hear more about that role and qualities you're looking for in the top candidates. And then also you want to know what they're talking about or what the role entails. So ask for that job description so you'll know if your skills and your background actually do correlate with what they are marketing. The next one, I came across your impressive profile and I think you'd be a perfect fit for this role. If you're a candidate like myself, I've experienced the same, the the same message, and it definitely sparked my interest because I'm like, oh, they looked at my profile. Ready, set, go. Thank you, Zayla. You guys, that's my daughter in the background. She's helping me with today's video, and you guys should know because it is definitely Christmas break in the state of Georgia, and I have 2 weeks out, so you'll definitely hear her throughout some of my videos going forward. But anywho, so yes, when it comes to this particular statement or catchphrase, it definitely piqued my interest a few times just to open up the email and find out, oh wait, and even also speak to the recruiter, and they haven't really quite read my profile, looked at my profile, or they haven't read through my resume, and it's disappointing. But I got you. Wait a minute. This could be that that they indicate a genuine interest. So we talked about what the recruiter actually meant by it, which, of course, it indicated like they are interested in you, right? And so your response to that as a candidate should be something along the line that one, you just want to thank them for their kind words, and two, pretty much ask them about more of the role and the qualifications that they are prioritizing in that role, so that way you can touch on those key pointers whenever you interview with that recruiter. So there's two more points to these catchphrases that you've probably experienced. I know I've experienced it, and then also experienced ghosting after. So I'm hoping that with the advice that I'm giving you guys and myself, I'm able to make some changes and see a little less of ghosting. So the first one is your experience in, and I'm just going to say HR because I'm in HR. So your experience in HR makes you a great fit for this position. So, what is the recruiter really meaning by this? And pretty much, it suggests that the recruiter has identified a specific match between between your skills and the job. So that's a good thing, right? So, like the recruiter has looked at you, they probably viewed your profile, they've probably seen some of the highlights, they probably even people on LinkedIn they have a section where people could uh, give you an endorsement. And in that section, they talk about the work history and your skills and pretty much your attitude, your character or whatever in that. So they probably read through and they're like, oh, this person got a great attitude about themselves or great experience. And along with that experience, they have someone pretty much backing up the claim. So with that, you just want to say thanks for highlighting my experience in the field. And could you provide me a little bit more context about the role and the challenges or goals the team is focusing on? Because I want to know what type of value do I bring to the team? What type of value do I bring to the company? Not just the team, but the company in general. Your background aligns perfectly with what we're looking for in this role. Oh, he's just like, oh my goodness, like, wait a minute, like, this is a great catchphrase. They're interested in me, but we don't know at this time that these was catchphrases. But this is one catchphrase that I've also experienced being ghosted from. And the recruiter pretty much could mean you're one of several candidates who meets the qualifications. Again, like, yes, recruiters are working off of communicating or connecting with multiple people or multiple talents. But again, um, it's all about personalizing your experience with that recruiter. And how can we do that? I'm going to say something along the line of I would love to learn more about the responsibilities of this role and how my background do fit into this opportunity. And I would love to talk a little bit more or discuss a little bit more about this opportunity further. Like, what date and time do you have available? Kind of put yourself out there a little bit more. So I'm hoping that this do help a little bit, but we'll see. So we've talked about many of the catchphrases that many professionals have experienced throughout the job market. And we talked about that catchphrase. We talked about what the recruiter meant. And then we also talked about how we could pretty much create that communication or that instant bond or that build that instant relationship with the recruiter, right? Back to the topic at hand. So when it comes to recruiters and being ghosted, right? Ghosting in a long run, pretty much the long-term impact of ghosting on a recruiting aspect is candidates feel ignored. Mm-hmm. Like we feel ignored. We feel like, dang, we're just a number or a statistic to add to um, your rap sheet for the day, and that is in reality unprofessional. And two, whenever we start to feel ignored or feel like we was just spoken to just to pretty much get a number added to your spreadsheet, we start to one kind of sit back and think like, wow, what happened here? What did I do wrong in this interview? Why isn't this person connecting with me? That leads to a negative impact or ding to that recruiter's character, because now we're wanting to um, leave a review on the communication, on the interview process, and on not hearing back.